Teresa Jennings, final project for William Wood University, EDU 580. Today I'm going to be talking about Web 2.0 tools, Bubble-us, and Wolfram Alpha, and a mobile application called Wordle. Bubble-us has several strengths. It's a quick and easy tool for students to create their own graphic organizers or mind maps. It's definitely free, can be shared with other people. It has a secure login, and it is very interactive. There are some challenges to using Bubble-us, including the fact that you can have to purchase a full version of it to get all the features. You have to possess the user has to have good mouse skills. There is not a spell checker included in the program, and it is you have to have online access, as you cannot download it. And there is minimum storage on the free version, although you can create as many accounts as you would like. This is a website for Bubble-us. You can have to create your own account when you first do this. It is very easy to use. You hover over the start bubble, and here is where you would put in your information, such as a staff calling tree. If you hover over it, you will get an adjustment where you can adjust the font size. You can adjust the color size to make it more stand out more. Then you will add what they call a child bubble, and then as many as you would like. So for instance, if you had one for admin, and you had one for teachers, and you had one for support staff, you can take these bubbles and move them around, adjust them, move them anywhere you want to move, etc., etc. You can take and hover over these child bubbles and add even additional child bubbles to each one. Each one of these can be changed on the size, the colors, etc. If you click on the background, it kind of resets things for you. It makes it a lot easier to use and hover over it to be able to find that. So after you add them in, you can easily add in your teachers' names, phone numbers, things like that to be able to get them. You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. If you're up in a great big mode, you can hit it fit to the window where it will fit to inside the window and be able to see it all. A completed web map will look something like this. This is one fit to a window. You can still come back and adjust, move bubbles around just like you would on a new one, even after you save it. In the trial version, you can only save about 2 mind maps, and then after that you have to either purchase more and or create another account. There are many uses for Bubble-us web tool. Educators can use it to integrate any sort of graphic web design easily into any lessons that's already there. Just use this application versus a piece of paper. You can create character maps. You can have teacher projects where different groups in your classroom add different parts of the overall web. And if the teacher creates it, the students can log in and add their parts. Administration obviously can make things like calling trees or keep track of committees and things like that would be easy access and easy to read. Wolfram Alpha is a Web 2.0 tool that is very safe and reliable. It's very easy to use. You can solve problems, answer questions, or solve puzzles. There are instant access to an almost unlimited amount of expert knowledge with no surfing or editing. And there's no login account, and it's free to anything just by going to the website. Wolfram Alpha must be used online, cannot be downloaded. It needs to be able to type and spell it fairly correctly so that they can recognize what it is you're asking them. It does give suggestions for misspellings, but they can be wrong suggestions. It does have a pro option that you can buy for a fee that has many extra options and features. This is a site that you will see when you log into the online version of Wolfram Alpha. It is a search tool, but not really a search engine. You can type in something easily as 2 + 2. When you do this, it easily computes it for you, gives you a result, but it also gives you many more things, like such as the word for it, puts it on a number line, gives you manipulative examples of it, and other related searches. You can do other math-related searches, such as what is a hexagon? Takes and gives you all the problems with it and what it is. Shows spellings, pronunciations, a definition of it. But let's say that did not answer your question. So if you were to type in something such as I have here, what is the shape of a hexagon? It comes back and gives even more information on it, such as gives a drawing. Also gives the properties of a hexagon, how to find such angles and things like that. Also, once again, gives related search question queries as to what you might want to look elsewhere at. You can also type in more complicated equations in the search bar, and you would get things like how to plot that equation on a line graph. It will show you in alternative forms. It will give you the solution, put it on a number line, etc. You can even do more complicated equations, such as the one here, and it will also, same thing, give you the plot, line graphs, alternative forms, a solution to the problem, other ways of going about solving it, etc. You can also use Wolfram Alpha to search for people. You don't even have to ask a question, but just put in their name. It will give you additional other people that maybe by the same name you might want to be interested in to make sure you have the right one. Comes through, gives pictures, autobiography information, leadership positions, a timeline of when they lived, important facts about them. It gives family history and data. It gives historical data. It gives Wikipedia, and there's expanding buttons on it where you can take and expand this to gather more information on whoever it is you're trying to find out about. You can also on Wolfram Alpha add two different people to compare, and just a versus quotation in your new search, and gives both of them side by side all the information for very, very easy comparison or completing of comparison activities like Venn diagrams. You can also compare more than one thing or even more than two things, such as if you were studying the planets, you could type in 1, 2, 3, or all 9 planets and get lots and lots of information on these planets to compare them all side by side. Even gives dimension size comparison. It gives you current solar system comparison where they're at. It gives you pictures of each planet. So lots and lots of information and lots of links to add additional information and look for them if you need so. And it is all easily organized and easy to find, no searching, no browsing. It's all there, very reliable sources. Also on Wolfram Alpha, you can hit this button right up here on the right underneath the search for random topics. Things that might be something if children are just looking for something to study or to look up or to see how things are added into the search bar. But they can do any subject at any time for Wolfram Alpha to answer questions or solve problems for you. There are many uses for Wolfram Alpha by educators, such as locating things. You can find 10 nouns, things like that with that random button for comparing things. Also as a mind map tool to create graphic organizers. You can have the information easily, readily on multiple subjects at the same time. Administrators would obviously like to be able to have the link saved to their favorites for immediate access to things that teachers and or other administrators might be talking about, and you can quickly get your answers and not have to search for what they need. Wordle is a mobile application that is also can be used on a computer. Has many strengths or advantages. It has a built-in spell checker. You can print out your Wordles when you're done. You can save them to the gallery tab and for others to view, and you can view and share and search for Wordles that you might be able to use. You can generate a PDF document that you can share to your computer for later use, and the images are yours to keep and are not copyrighted in any way. Some challenges to use in the Wordle app is that you cannot actually just save a document, but you can take a screenshot and or create a PDF. There's not very much organization in searching the gallery. It's just random. If you have a phrase or compound word that you need put together, they have to be typed without a space in order to keep them together on your Wordle. And you can't move words around or go back and do things in any way, shape, or form. It's up to the program on how things are arranged. This is the Wordle home creation page. Very easy, simplistic. Say you were doing a class discussion on animals, and you came up with a list of animals, and you had them all typed in. You can take and come back and create a. This is a Wordle created out of the kids' words. You can take and change the layout to craziness, or to all up and down, all half and half, up and down and sideways. You can change your colors of your Wordles. Lots of different interesting combination. It's your work. You can take and make them all capital letters. You can remove words from other languages if you so choose. You can go back to lowercase to be able to do that. You can have the program either leave the words exactly as you spell them or somewhat check to see if they think they know the right spelling. Doesn't always work right. I don't know if I'd suggest that. When you come back to the Wordle page, normally your words would not be there. I had copied and pasted it so that I had it readily available. If you take and make one of your words more prominent than others, such as the word animals, it will create a Wordle with that word more emphasized than some of the other words. So once again, you can still come back and do things. Up here is your gallery that you can save words to if you'd like to, and you can search other words, but very hard to search. There's not very much organization on that. You can also copy and paste any text from any story and or document, such as this jungle definition from an online dictionary, to create a Wordle. The program takes and pulls out all the main words and makes a Wordle out of them. So this one was about the jungle, obviously. You can also copy a URL number off of a blog or a website, as long as they are ones that work with this program, and you can submit them to make a Wordle. This particular website came up with this Wordle for all the words that were on that website and used on a butterfly website. So Wordle has quite a few uses that you can use. You can practice spelling, type it in, then generate a Wordle and print it out to take it home. You can type in a vocabulary word and definitions to create a Wordle for future reference and for study options. It's very good for practicing ABC order, as there is an option on there that you can put all the words in ABC order. Some of those kids that get done early have them type in their words and then hit ABC order and see if they did it correctly. You can make a character ebb by putting the name of the character several times, like we did with animals, and create a Wordle out of it with the character things. Administrators might want to create a Wordle for like a student of the month or a teacher of the month for display or putting into their mailboxes. This is the end of my presentation. Remember that technology tools and application are changing the way teachers teach and the way that students learn. There are so many resources that it's almost an unlimited amount that you could include in any lesson and with any idea. Students will need to be more engaged and motivated, and they will be with technology integrated into their lessons. The 21st century learner needs the digital skills to compete in the global economy, and it's the role of the educator to ensure that they are prepared for this competition.